Moot morning, moot morning, moot morning, moot morning.
Those fields and have been
Mhm.
very successful. Not necessarily due to Moot Court, but they certainly, I think, have transferred some of those skills that they learned into those different areas.
Mhm.
Billy, what about just kind of generally the time commitment that Moot Court, uh, I guess, took from you? Were you concerned about, because you obviously were very involved when you were in law school. How did you handle the time commitment? And was that something that you were concerned about coming into the program?
Mhm. Well, I think it's natural to think about that kind of stuff. Law school is a busy time and everybody has different obligations, and you're probably wondering, am I going to have time for this? I thought about it, but everything, and this was another huge benefit for Moot Court. Everything about this program is very flexible. It's a commitment, and no one should misunderstand that coming in. But the benefit to doing Moot Court was that all the practices were really whenever worked for you. Ricky is very flexible in terms of scheduling your practices, scheduling your prep work time. That's going to be on you really, and determining what works best for your schedule. So I was involved in other things on campus too. I was on the journal both years, 2L and 3L year. But Moot Court being so flexible in terms of preparation, it really worked for my schedule. And Ricky was very good about working with it too. Now the competitions, those are dates that you can't change, but you have a ton of advance notice in terms of knowing what those are, working out what classwork you need to do ahead of time, letting your professors know. Those are all things you can do in advance. And I never felt that it was a problem for me, especially academically. So many people on this team also have a lot of academic success. They do well at the law school. I would say it's probably an expectation of Ricky's and the law school that folks who are on Moot Court are going to do well in their classes as well. And historically they have. So I think that's a testament to how this is a program that works to balance your other stuff you have going on.
Ms. Covey?
Did I cut out earlier? Is that why you asked my question again?
You did.
Yes, we missed you.
Yeah, another question that I think comes up often is like, what do practices look like? And I think they do look different for each person, but what did practices look like for you when you were preparing for a competition?
Mm-hmm. So that actually goes to another big plus of the program, I think, is that it was all one-on-one, especially in the beginning when I was new to Moot Court, new to the team. It's just you and Coach Poole together in a room. You're presenting your argument. He's asking you questions. He's helping you to flesh out that argument. He's providing feedback and guidance that's tailor-made to you as to what's going to make you a better advocate. And that was another thing that really appealed to me, the personalized training. That's not something I think you get in a lot of places. And so that's what my practices really looked like. And that was something I liked a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Billy, one other thing I wanted to ask you about, I know we've taken a lot of your time this morning, and I appreciate all of the time that you've spent with us. But talk a little bit about Moot Court as a resume builder, as something that might help a student when they are looking for a position at a law firm. Was that something that you experienced, and can you talk about that a little bit?
Definitely. In my experience, at least, advocacy was something that everybody wanted to talk about when they were interviewing for jobs. I think that employers want to see not only that you understand the law and can read about the law, but that you can put it into practice. And a big way you can do that while you're in law school is by participating in competitions, by joining teams like Moot Court, because that shows that you can take what you're learning and you can apply it and put it into action. So even now, even years later, the last time that I was interviewing for a position, that was something that we talked about, because it's a great conversation piece, and it is a fact about you that you're always going to be able to talk about. I competed nationally.
Successful.
I had to prepare. I had to work up a case and figure out how to present that case to a panel of strangers, a lot of whom sometimes really were judges in real life. So I think it's extremely relevant to what employers look for, especially if you want to do litigation, which is my experience. But I would bet even no matter what you want to do, it would be something they'd want to ask you about.
Billy, that did bring to mind one other question I had for you. What would you say to the rising 2L out there that is thinking, maybe I want to do advocacy, but I don't know if I want to try out for this team. Maybe I should just do one thing at law school or focus on this or that, or maybe I should just try out for one of the other teams and bypass Moot Court. What would you say to that student?
I think it's always best for you, especially if you're new to law school and you're figuring out your path, what you want to do, to maximize at least the opportunities available to you. So even if you're not 100% sure that Moot Court is for you yet because you want to learn more, I would highly encourage anybody with the faintest interest in advocacy to at least try out, because then you could possibly have that option open to you. You can continue learning about it. You can talk to great resources like Assistant Coach Calve and everybody else who can explain what Moot Court is like. I think it's better to do that rather than let an opportunity go by and see your friends who are on the team a few months from now and think, gee, I kind of wish I'd at least tried out so I can make a decision about it.
Ms. Calve, do you have any other questions for Mr. Calve?
I don't. I think mine are all answered.
Hey, Billy, I just want to say for the record, I've said it before, but I want to say it here, that you came into this program with more natural talent than anyone I ever got to work with. And I feel like the thing that was special about you was that you didn't take that natural talent and sit on it. You worked harder than just about anybody. You were a great example to the team, and you have the skills that not only made you extremely successful in Moot, but are going to make you and will continue to make you a great lawyer. So thank you for that. Thanks for giving back to the team, including this morning. And we will talk soon. Stay safe out there, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, Billy.
It's great to see y'all. Great to have this morning chat with y'all.
Moot morning, Billy.
Moot morning.
Moot morning.